Shalom, shalom, much love, much respect, all praise to the Most High, our Creator. Big shout out to all my One Nation, One Power family, everybody else that's tuning in. Hope everybody's having a blessed day. Uh, posted a couple videos already on today. Hope everybody got a chance to go over there and check that out. Make sure you go over and check out our elders, Elder Ahyal, Ben Ephraim, Ben Yasharala on YouTube, Serving Abad Anav on YouTube, Quadash and Shemai on YouTube, as well as our elders Yakin and Phil Ban Ephraim over on YouTube. Please go subscribe to those channels if you have not. Share those channels out with your family and friends. I will leave the YouTube addresses for those in the description box of this TikTok video, right? All praises. So we're just going to jump straight into the news. A couple stories that happened on yesterday as well as today. So it comes out a quademic surge forces schools to close and triggers mandatory masks. You have to wear the mask, mandatory masks across the U.S. It says emergency rooms out there in New York City as well as New Jersey are being packed with people that's saying they're sick, flu and stuff like that. And the emergency rooms there in those different states are forcing the people to wear masks again. So here we go, right? Here we go. Story comes out that paper checks are getting ready to be done away with. You know, they just stopped making the penny, right? The penny has been done away with. Once all the pennies that are in circulation now go away, that's going to be it. Now they're talking about paper checks. Most people get direct deposit anyway, and most people do electronic fund, transfers via debit card or whatever. A lot of people pay online with their debit cards and credit cards. So you're basically using digital currency as it is already. But they're saying now that the paper checks are going to go away with, right? Our over on our elders page, he posted a couple stories. I just posted those stories on TikTok. Go check that out. The full stories are on YouTube. One story was federal agents bust Arizona cartel pipeline. He said there's a pipeline under Arizona with over 5 different tunnels, right? It says 5,500 suspects were uncovered. Over $2.4 billion was uncovered, right? Said it was a huge cartel operation. What else we got? Those other stories that he brought out. Oh yeah, ICE and FBI raid a Somali general's office in Minnesota, uncovering 8 tons of drugs, as well as military weapons and guns, right? And then also he posted a story about FBI raids private island where billionaires hunted humans for sport. 632 were found dead. I don't know if they had like records of the people that were unalive. Maybe they kept some type of book or something like that. And then it says also 12 were rescued alive. It was called Sanctuary Island. It was bought by the Apex Society for $50 million. To become a member, you had to pay $50 million as well, and then there were $5 million in dues that had to be paid every month. Right. The only members that it had only 12 members worldwide, and they were all billionaires and all male. It says to become a member, you have to go through an extensive vetting process as well as extensive background checks on the members, right? I reposted all those videos on TikTok. Like I said, you can check out the full videos on YouTube or go to our elders page over on YouTube, and he has them posted already if you want to check those out. Crazy work. So just showing you that Mr. Jeff Epstein was not the only one. You know what I mean? Bilderberg Group, all those, Bohemian Grove, all that stuff was not the only one. So there's no telling what kind of stuff is still happening and going on. They just happened to stumble upon this. It says the island, you couldn't even find it on a map. it was so secluded, right? 19-year-old Dijon Darrell Fox was the student killed in the Kentucky State University shooting on Tuesday. Said the suspect, it was 48-year-old Jacob Lee Bard of Evansville, Indiana, right? Trump is considering drug strikes on Colombia and Mexico as well in conjunction with, he's already performing strikes and various raids on Venezuela. Just today, the U.S. seizes an oil tanker off the coast of Venezuela. Trump tells Maduro, who is the Venezuelan president, that his days are numbered, as well as military jets are doing flybys over the Gulf of Venezuela, on today. So they're showing their so-called force over there. Now he's saying he's going to be going after Colombia and Mexico, right? On the weather front, you got the mega quake being predicted to strike. Meteorologists are saying, right? Japan urges its citizens to sleep fully clothed in case they have to get out fast, right? Also, they're predicting huge winter storm. A huge winter storm warning is issued to over 9 different states in the U.S. You had a cyclone yesterday on the north coast of Rio Grande do Sul in Brazil. Severe flooding behind that. Indonesia gets more flooding. They're still trying to recover from what happened over there to them late last week. So now they're getting more flooding on top of that. You have massive fires in Russia and the Philippines at 2 different, buildings. Like in the Philippines, it was an old, I think, abandoned warehouse. And in Russia, it was like a factory, huge fires. Also, 22 people killed in Indonesia fire due to a battery explosion. So they were trapped like high up in a high rise between the fire and, not being able to get out the building, right? So for all your weather, you can go over to X, which is formerly Twitter, to Weather Monitor app, and you'll see all the different natural disasters, flooding, tornadoes, earthquakes, volcanoes, everything. It always shows up there, right? If you wish to get baptized, please go to onenationonepower.com/baptisms. You'll see a baptizer in your area. Just shoot them an email, and they will get back to you. And make sure you get in that water. Also, our elders go live every day on YouTube. You can come into the live chat, put in the message box that you wish to get baptized. One of the moderators or our elder will see it, and make sure you get in that water as well. Also, our sister LaQuanda Bunkum, her TikTok is LaQuanda Bunkum 619. She goes live Arizona time 6 p.m. She does live baptisms right on her TikTok channel, right? For all the records that One Nation, One Power comes from, the Father has given us the fullness of the gospel back, all the plain and precious things that were taken out of the Bible, showing us the way home to the kingdom, showing us what he expects from us, how to live righteous, right? You can go to onenationonepower.com/resources. All those records there are for you, free to download in PDF form, right? All praise to the Most High. Hope everybody has a wonderful, blessed day. Lord bless and say the same. We get any more updates, we'll come back on and share that with you guys. Thanks for all your love and support. Please go check out those YouTube channels of our elders and share them with people. Let's not just get all this information and this knowledge and keep it to ourselves, right? Blow that trumpet, sound the alarm. Much love, much respect. Shalom, everybody. Have a blessed day.